Round number 2 of the 2011 Formula Overdrive season saw Rudy Green in the SMT lead the field to the green flag, and he gets a great jump over Mikko Forsström, who started on his outside. Forsström in the Juno is able to protect the second position coming off of turn 1, but he's now facing some pressure from Steven Teller in the last row Autosport machine. But then, at the end of the first lap, Mikko Forsström is going to smack the wall coming off of the final corner. That opens up the door for Steven Teller and Luke Warmwater, the defending Formula Overdrive champion, in the SAR. But then Warmwater is going to run into trouble when he gets together with Teller and goes spinning off the track and into the tire barriers. Warmwater crashed out at St. Petersburg, and it looks like that things have yet to look up for the defending champion. And just ahead of this, Patrick Johansson becomes another victim of the wall in the final corner. It looks like he was trying to make the turn in, but Luke Warmwater was right there, and Johansson just went into the wall trying to react to Warmwater. We have even more attrition in the opening laps when Regina McLeod in the Volpe gets together with Quentin Jeffers in the Cenas, taking both cars into the wall and leaves them both heavily damaged. Rudy Green continues to hold a comfortable lead until he smacks the wall coming off the last corner. Green loses a ton of speed, and you can bet that the damage is going to kill his pace as you see Steven Teller starting to catch up to Green. Guess what? More early race attrition. Marvin Zakajowski in the Clartec gets into Martin Jackson in the Volpe, then bounces off the wall and into Manny Goldstein in the I-Colts. Both cars were able to limp away, but then it would be added insult to injury for Marvin Zakajowski, who overdrives the entrance to the bus stop and slides into the tire wall. Rudy Green still holds the lead despite smacking that wall off the final corner. The son of 1973 Arla Elite Series champion Bjorn Green was written off as nothing more than a midfielder in preseason testing, mainly due to the lack of speed that the SMT cars showed, but today, Green is showing that he can put those cars up front. Let's go on board with Kyle Gaffigan in the Atsuro Technologies car. At St. Petersburg, Gaffigan crashed out in the first lap after putting his car on the pole, but today he is running well inside the top 10, running right behind Ronaldo Ventura in the Volpe. Steven Teller has now caught up to Rudy Green in the SMT, and Rudy Green smacks the wall again off the final corner. Teller pounces on Green to take the lead with Soze Kaiser and the Toff in tow. And coming into turn 1, Rudy Green slips back to the third position just like that. More problems for Quentin Jeffers. Jorge Ramirez and the Toth gets together with him coming out of the bus stop and takes both cars into the wall. Jeffers goes spinning into the grass, but he will continue. Steven Teller brings the leaders into the pits around lap 12, but when everything settles out, Soze Kaiser assumes the lead of the race. Steven Teller dropped back to second, and Ronaldo Ventura is now third. Rudy Green had to have repairs done to his car in the pit lane, and now he has dropped way back in the running order. Green is now in the lower top 10, along with Mikko Forsström, who runs behind him. Peter Creamer, who had a decent run at St. Petersburg in the last row machine, is not having such a great run today as he spins off the course and goes into the tire walls. Creamer continues with some pretty significant damage. Soze Kaiser, while leading, is going to become the next victim of the wall in the final corner. He brushes up against it and decides to play in the grass a little bit. This gives Steven Teller a run, and Ronaldo Ventura in the Volpe tries to make it 3 wide going into turn 1, but he thinks better of it and backs off. Steven Teller is not able to complete the pass, and Soze Kaiser is able to keep the lead. At least for a few more moments, Steven Teller tries again coming into the bus stop, and this time he is able to successfully take the lead, and he puts Manny Goldstein in the I-Colts a lap down in the process. So Goldstein will certainly not be holding up the last throw machine. Soze Kaiser is then going to come under attack from Ronaldo Ventura, and Ventura gets into Soze Kaiser, but Kaiser is able to keep it together. Steven Teller's lead would be short-lived as he smacks the wall in the final corner, and Soze Kaiser immediately pounces on him and takes it back. Jorge Ramirez's Toth has a mechanical problem and he slows to a crawl. However, to his credit, he tries to stay out of everyone's way, but in the bus stop, Kirike Itsuna runs the corner wide and knocks Jorge Ramirez off the track. He then spins the car again, trying to correct himself, but thankfully nobody else hits him. Ronaldo Ventura has a go at the lead as he gets a big run on Jose Kaiser and powers by him coming down the straightaway. Manny Goldstein, running a lap down, is right behind Ada Carina in the Juno, who is on the lead lap. Carina runs the first corner right and gets into Manny Goldstein, sending both cars barrel rolling. And that will be the end of the race for Ada Carina and Manny Goldstein. Ronaldo Ventura is the first of the leaders to peel off for the second cycle of pit stops. Steven Teller follows suit, but Jose Kaiser will stay out for an extra lap to try to gain some time. In the meantime, Larry Williams, running pretty deep in the field in his Clartec, is going to be the next victim of the wall in the final corner, and he actually gets up and rides the wall for a short distance before spinning the car out. When pit stops are completed, Ronaldo Ventura has a huge lead over the rest of his competitors. Here he is putting Patrick Johansson a lap down. Oh no! Ronaldo Ventura slams into Patrick Johansson and takes both cars into the wall, and that will be the end of the race for Ronaldo Ventura. It's like Ventura did not even see Johansson and turned right down into him. So this was a completely avoidable accident that will take Ronaldo Ventura out of the lead and hand it over to Jose Kaiser. And now Kaiser has a very sizable lead over the rest of the field. Kiriki Hitsuno in the Atsuro Technologies machine is going to ram into the slow car of Cesar Gonzalez Jr. and spin herself off the course from the third position. So last week's winner at St. Petersburg is going to pretty much knock herself out of contention for a decent spot. Miko Forsstrom in the Juno, who fell back after the first round of pit stops, now finds himself back in second. So this is a very nice comeback for Forsstrom, but he was no competition for Jose Kaiser, who easily cruised on to his first Formula Overdrive victory of the season.